Hey, good morning, Fisherman Barry here. It's Thursday and I'm up on the San Joaquin River, launched out of the Dos Reyes Park launch ramp, which is probably about a mile that way. I've been fishing since about 6 and picked up a dozen so far. I'd say eight of them were probably small in the 10-12 inch range, but 4 of them made it worthwhile. One 3-pounder, a couple 2.5 pounders, a 2-pounder, so all largemouth bass. So tons of fun. In fact, the 3-pounder, for a while there I thought it was a bigger fish because I pulled it out of the hydrilla or whatever this stuff is. There's a lot of it here, and it was all wrapped up in weeds, so it kind of doubled its weight in the water. But it was still a nice fish once I got it on the boat, got the weeds off of it. So I'm heading back. It's getting really hot. We've been in 100+ range here. I think a lot of the country has seen that kind of weather. And in fact, most of the fish I've been catching have been up in the shade, really hugging tight to the shore or logs or something. So I'll fish my way back and then I'm going to call it a day. I should probably get back about 11 or so. I think it's around 10:30 right now. And as far as the baits, of course, everybody knows my favorite. This bleeding shad. There's a 3/8 ounce KVD bleeding shad with the double silver blades on there. And there's a lot of bait fish in here. I've seen a lot of it, and this matches it really close. I think that's probably why this is so successful. I did try a weedless frog in some of the really thick areas. There's some docks at Haven Acres behind me that are really heavily matted, and I threw the frog way up there and worked it on the top of the weed beds, but I didn't get anything there. I did pick up a nice one there a long time ago using that same technique. And I tried a whopper plopper, and I'm going to try the crankbait. There's a couple of deep holes on my way back that I fished before, and I'm gonna, well, when I say deep relative to the river here, they're 10 feet, maybe 10-12 feet at the most. But I'll throw the crankbait in there and make a lot of racket, see if I dig anything up there. It really is getting too hot to be on the water much longer. So if I catch any more, I'll check back in. Otherwise, that's it for me. an incher. Take it. Best fish of the day. for today. Number 16. Pretty typical fish for today. Number 13. I'll start recording. I'll start recording. GoPro, start recording. Another fish. Nice. All right, 16-incher. GoPro, start recording. That's number 16. Well, Fisherman Barry here. It's 11:30 now. I'm just about back at the dock. It's just up there a little ways, and I picked up 15 total so far. And if you're planning on coming out here, one thing I suggest, it's been the low tide. Low tide was about 10:30ish, and that's been the best time, and maybe an hour or so before that up till after that. And also, even though it's low tide, I'm finding them way up close to shore. I mean, I'm literally throwing the spinnerbait onto the rocks and then letting it slide into the water, and a lot of the fish I'm picking up are right there, just hiding in the shades, or maybe under a log or something. The last one I just got was right in this area. So I'll cast a few more times. I'll work my way down to that pump station there, and then I'm gonna call it quits. That's the dock right there, that road coming down. It's getting way too hot. All right, that's number 16. It's a small one. The last one was a little better than that. Last piece of advice, if you come out here or you use this technique, check your spinnerbait about every 2 or 3 casts. Make sure the knot's tight. I like to be kind of compact presentation, and then run your fingers up and down it for you know, 3, 4, 5 feet. Just looking for abrasions, because throwing near the rocks will mark up the line, and then you're likely to get a break if that happens. So just check it every now and then and retie it if you have to.